Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
55. I got you. I got you. Number 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Dancing to his left, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Was sacked by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Forced out to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down, it's Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This time, the extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second and very short, Rodgers out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Jones. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you go the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground with Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Seven, our score after one.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on offense.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions, and you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year, but he's really on the uptick.
Here we go. Check tight. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A 1st down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Packers' 30-yard line.
Max 50. Go to 54. Line in. 26.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw again. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's complete to Grant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, pick your game up.
Rodgers again now. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Rodgers now on first down. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Prescott down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Get him, get him, get him.
Prescott now from the 50. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they get
touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Bennett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyrone Crawford providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Austin. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Elliott running right. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 39. These Cowboys looking good here at AT&T Stadium. Of course, they were really good in this building last year, 7-1 in their 8 games played at home. The only loss was on a Monday night to Tennessee. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Prescott finding Witten, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
A second down throw for Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And down inside the 15 he goes. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of 2 there, second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
This is caught. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Forbath, the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
7 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Now it's Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Rodgers to throw once more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Michael Bennett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I got you.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is caught inside the 5. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a...
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught by Jones. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and said,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. To throw is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. They find some open field here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Robert Quinn picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing now is Rodgers. Steps away. And that's caught inside the 30.
Come on, fellas.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.